Hello, and welcome to this impromptu live broadcast on the Freedom Awards. So, you've been nominated for a Freedom Award. The question is, what next? So, if you don't know who I am, my name's Jodie. I'm the founder of the 7 Effect. I'm the creator of the Freedom Academy, the Freedom Fest Planning Retreat and Goals Club, as well as the most exciting and epic party of the year. It's the annual Freedom Awards event. So at Freedom Awards, our big thing is celebrating and recognising the success of women in business as well as everyday women right across Australia. So in this video, what I want to do for you is firstly give you a little bit of a high level so you understand what the awards are and how you can make the most of them. Then I want to dive into a little bit of tips and tricks on how to actually submit a winning application, because if you've been nominated for an award, obviously you want to apply and do your best shot at actually winning one. And then finally, I thought I might take you behind the scenes and show you some of the statistics which I find fascinating and revealing. And if you're clever, you'll stay till the end and look at the statistics, because they will give you a really clear understanding of which angle to be coming in at if you really want to be a winner. One of the things that I also want to say, if you are, so first thing I need to say is the Freedom Awards are open to not just women in business. So at the 7 Effect, we're very well known for working with women who run their business. By the way, I see we've got some people watching live. If you are watching live and you have questions along the way, I'll bring up my little questions box so I can see it. Do feel free to drop your questions in the comments and I'll be able to answer them as we're going. So also feel free to drop a hi in the comments so I know who's here and who we're chatting with. So firstly, where was I going? Now, Jodie, stay focused. Firstly, I need you to understand that whilst we're known for helping women in business, which is what I'm really passionate about, helping women either start or scale a successful 6 or 7 figure business, the Freedom Awards has been split into 2 categories. We have 7 business awards, which I'll go through in a moment, and 7 life awards. And it's really important to understand a couple of key things around that. Number 1, you do not need to be a woman in business to be nominated for or win a life award. Number 2, if you are a woman in business, the business awards are absolutely open to you. So to win a business award, you do need to be a woman and you do need to own a business. But here's the big thing that I don't think a lot of people are really cottoning on to, is if you are a woman in business and your business is renowned for helping other women achieve results in a particular category under the Life Awards or the Business Awards, nominate your clients for a Freedom Award, because there is no greater PR or free marketing than having one of your clients stand up on stage, accept an award, and then do a speech to say it was because of the great work they did with you. And I don't think many women are really getting that within our community. And I want to share this with you because the 7 Effect is very famous for our community. It's sticky, we're mates, we do things together, we build businesses together, we socialize together, we have fun together. And the reason our community is so connected and so sticky is because way back before I had my own big epic events, I used to invite my clients to other people's epic events. And I would go to a fundraiser or an awards party and I would book a table and I would get all my clients to come along. They would buy their own ticket, but I would host the table. And that is the most cost-effective community building strategy that you could do. So if you haven't cottoned onto that bit yet and you're a woman in business and you know you need to develop a stronger and deeper community, tap into that little secret for success. So let's talk about the two different categories. As I mentioned before, we have the Life Awards and the Business Awards. So what I want to do first and foremost in this training is I want to make it really clear what each of the awards stand for, because some people get confused and go, what would I need to do to win that award? And I also want to make it clear to you that you can apply for multiple awards. So it's $70 per award category. But here's the good thing. If you're a member of the Startup Club, which is $50 for the whole year, you can apply for as many awards as you like for free. So hot tip, jump into the Startup Club because it will save you paying $70 per award, and that way you can have multiple applications in life as well as business. You can apply for all 14 if you want for your $50 annual registration in the Startup Club. So let's talk about the Life Awards, and these are really close to my heart, and this is really important because I think what business owners, not just women, but all business owners are renowned for doing is building a business that takes over their life. And so my mission through the Freedom Awards and through the work we do at Freedom Fest and in the Freedom Academy is to wake business owners up and remind them to actually get a life. And the first step in doing that is actually stopping and recognizing, well, what makes up a great life? Where are the areas that I can put my focus and attention on to improve? So at the 7 Effect, we work through what's called the 7 elements of life. And the first one is the Brain Award. So the brain element really encompasses all things here, health and well-being in terms of psychology, so your mental health and well-being. Now, the Brain Award is really recognizing women who have achieved an incredible learning or growth period in their life. Maybe they've just completed a really major piece of study. Maybe they've overcome some mental barriers or some internal self-talk that was holding them back. Or maybe they've learned the art of mastering their own mind by studying things like NLP, or maybe they are a brain trainer in themselves and maybe they actually work with other women to help them train their brain. So the Brain Award is really celebrating either a woman who runs a business that helps people sort their heads out, or a woman who has done something remarkable with her brain or achieved a big brain goal this year. The Body Award. Now, the body element is all about your health and well-being physically. Have you healed your body from a chronic illness? Have you taken your body through a massive marathon and endured physical challenges? Have you transformed in a way where you've maybe built muscle or lost weight or had an extreme makeover where you feel really proud of some body goals that you've achieved? Or do you own a business that helps women transform their own physical health and well-being? So that's what the Body Award is all about. The Environment Award. Now, I should say, by the way, the Brain Award is proudly sponsored by Sue Giacobbe of Brain Mastery. So Sue's an NLP master running NLP practitioner and master practitioner training right here at the Life Design Studio starting next year. The Body Award is proudly presented by the amazing Deborah Rigari of the House of Healing. The Environment Award is sponsored by my partner, and this is our 2020. I'm just halfway through announcing these and realised shouldn't even announce the sponsors because that way this could have been evergreen. Doesn't matter. We're live. I've stuffed it up. But basically, these sponsors might stick around year after year. Let's hope so. The Environment Award is sponsored by my partner, Jason from Jurgen Landscape. So if you are a woman or you know a woman who has renovated a home, designed an award-winning garden, built an incredible environment, whether it be in the community, in your own backyard, or inside the four walls of your house, you could be up for an Environment Award. So think interior designers, home renovators, everyday people that have just created a beautiful space that's worth celebrating. Next up, we have the Love Award. Now, this is one of my favorites because it's right at the heart of everything, and it's about celebrating women who have either healed their own heart from maybe some relationship grief or trauma, but also about women who are very good at giving love and being love, who actually celebrate love. Maybe it's even about a woman who has healed a broken relationship or invested in her family with sort of unconditional love to achieve incredible things together. Or maybe you are a relationship counselor and you help couples come back and bring love back into their life. So the love environment encompasses all things related to love. The Time Award celebrates women who have become masters of their 24 hours of the day. Some women know how to get a lot of stuff done, and the Time Award really does celebrate women who have made the most out of their day, who are what they call bending time, but also women who maybe have bought back their time or reorganized their life and created more time and space to do the things that they love. So that's a really important award. Money. Have you made a crap load of money this year? Have you built net worth through clever investing strategies? Have you paid off a lot of debt? If you have, you could be up for a money award. So the Money Award really celebrates women who have achieved incredible things around their own personal or business finances. And then finally, the Passion Award. And this is about a woman on fire who is living life with passion and as a result, having an impact, a positive impact on the people around them. So with all of those life awards, there has to be something there to celebrate a woman that you know or love. If there's any questions about any of those, or if you are up for any of those, put it in the chat. I would love to know which ones have you been nominated for. Chances are you're worthy of them all. And I'm going to show you a bit later on which ones are getting the most nominations and which ones are getting only teeny amounts of nominations. What's really interesting is we are in our 4th year now of the Freedom Awards, but only maybe our 2nd or our 3rd year of collecting data. I can't remember if it's our 2nd or our 3rd year of collecting data. Our 3rd year. And what's really interesting about the Freedom Awards is that every year the same patterns evolve. So we get hundreds of nominations. Only 20% of those nominations are for the Life Awards. The other 80% are all focused on business awards. My mission is to this year try and make that 50-50 by really encouraging women across Australia to actually stop and give themselves permission to celebrate their personal achievements, because I think we are conditioned to celebrate work achievements, business awards, organisation awards, career awards, training awards. There's all these awards out there, but there's none for life until now. And that's what I get very excited about that. Anyway, let's talk about the Business Awards. Ambition Award. So by the way, these are the steps that we take people through as we're working with our clients in Freedom Fest and Freedom Academy. If you want to build a successful business that sets you free, go on a journey through these 7 elements of life, through these 7 elements of business, and I promise you things will start to flow in the right direction. So the first business award we give away at the Freedom Awards is the Ambition Award. And this celebrates a woman with big, hairy, audacious goals that seems to have the strength and the tenacity to just chase her dreams and not give up. She's got a deep desire to achieve big things, and she's not afraid of climbing mountains and conquering big, hairy, audacious goals. So I love the Ambition Award. This year, proudly presented to you by Everyday Socials, Rebecca Burton. By the way, forgot to mention the Money Award, proudly presented to you by Mary Palaric, the founder of Abundico, and the woman who's famous for helping everyday women build wealth plans so they can retire in style early. And then the Passion Award is also sponsored by Suji Akobi and her incredible Ignite experience. So a big thank you to all our sponsors for getting on board and helping us take the Freedom Awards to the next level. So ambition, we've talked about that. Let's talk about faith. Now, faith is such a beautiful one because a lot of times we start a business, but then we get caught up in our own head and start to wonder if we've really got what it takes to make it. Can I really achieve this thing? Am I really cut out to be a woman in business? The Faith Award recognizes women who have overcome the self-sabotage and the stories that keep them small to keep having faith in themselves and their vision for success against all odds. So if you are a woman who's conquered self-doubt to achieve incredible things in business, you could be up for a Faith Award. The Structure Award. Now, this is one of those awards that people get very confused by. The Structure Award is such an important award, and the reason people get very confused by it is because I don't think enough women actually recognize how important it is to structure your business for success. So your structure is basically the order of the intellectual property that you deliver. So let's say you've created a phenomenal client experience that takes your customers on a journey from problem to solution in an incredibly innovative way. That could be a Structure Award. Or maybe you've developed a model or a learning formula or a tool or a resource that your clients can use to achieve great results. That could be a Structure Award. Or perhaps you've set up structures in your business that have given you the ability to scale to new heights. So maybe you've restructured the back end of your business. Maybe you've restructured your website and your brand positioning. So if you are a business that helps women do these sorts of things in their business, maybe you're an intellectual property lawyer, maybe you're a website developer, maybe you're a content creator, and you help women structure their ideas and their intellectual property in a way that can be delivered in a clear, compelling, and transformational way, then the Structure Award is all about you. The Community Award. So the Community Award celebrates women who truly are leading a movement, who have followers and fans, who have people that are on the journey with them, and who actually are renowned for adding value to not just a handful of clients, but a large community of clients, followers, and fans. So the Community Award is probably one of the most coveted business awards. It's always the one that we get the most nominations for. And I love that because it says that, hey, women, we're good at building community. The next one always gets the least. But women, we suck at structure and systems, either side of the community. And this is really important because the reason we can bump up against glass ceilings in our business or struggle to scale to the next level, even if we've got an amazing community, is number one, we don't have the right structure to scale on. And number two, we haven't set up the right systems that can buy back our time and automate delivery. So the Systems Award recognises women who have either used clever tech in smart ways to systemize the delivery of their business, or consistent and simple habits and processes. So it doesn't have to be fancy technology that's costing a fortune. At the Seven Effect, we really do celebrate simplicity, bootstrapping, and real results however you get there. It doesn't always have to be the most expensive or the fanciest approach. We love a good backyarder. Okay, let's talk about results. The Results Award is for you if you've built a business that's renowned for helping people achieve a specific, predictable result. Now, I want to say across all of the things that we do here at the 7 Effect, when you are submitting your application, the number one thing you want to focus on, and I'll talk about this in a moment, is the results related to whatever award it is that you're achieving. So let's say you are a relationship counsellor, and let's say you see 500 couples a year. And of those 500 couples you see, 480 stayed together and avoided expensive traumatic divorce. That, my friends, is a phenomenal result. And so you might then submit an award to say, I have built a reputation for achieving these types of results. We want your numbers, your statistics, and your trackable and measurable results. That's really cool stuff. And then finally, are you a philanthropist? Are you a woman who is giving in business? Or have you built a not-for-profit or an organization that's designed to just contribute to the community? If you have, then you could be up for a contribution award. Now, I do want to say here, contribution or awards are available to not-for-profits run by women in business or women, as well as commercial for-profit businesses. So you don't have to have a for-profit business to be able to apply for and win a contribution award. In fact, in the past, the women who have won it have been women who are very philanthropic by nature, but on the side, they also have a not-for-profit arm to their business. So those are the awards. I'm just going to go through and pack them up, get them out the way, so I can clear the space to talk to you about the key things that will help you win your award. And while I'm doing that, feel free to jump into the chat and ask any questions. Let me just check the chat. No questions coming up, which is good. So now let's talk about, where am I? Oops, wrong order. Who can win? So I'm going to give you the tips on how to actually, my chair's literally sinking. I'm going to give you some tips on how to submit your award in a moment. But first I want to talk about, who can actually win a Freedom Award? Any woman who lives in Australia is eligible to be nominated and win a Freedom Award. To actually win an award, you must submit an application. So the steps are, firstly, get nominated. Now, you do not have to own a business, as I said before, to win a life award, but to win a business award, obviously you need either a business or a not-for-profit organisation that operates like an entity or a business. So females across Australia, one question that sometimes comes up is, what about my daughter? She's only 15 years old. Could I nominate her for a Freedom Award? Yes, absolutely. I am a big advocate of getting young people involved as early as possible in entrepreneurial and goal-setting exercises. My son started his business at the age of 16 when we pulled him out of private school. He's now 21. He's an entrepreneur with 2 separate businesses, and literally today he picks up the keys to his very first property. So he's only 21 years old now. He started at 16. But if you've got a young woman who's maybe 13, 14, 16, 18, any age, and she's doing some extraordinary things in life, or maybe she's got a business that she started on the side as a bit of a hobby, and maybe she's only making a small amount of money. She doesn't have to be a millionaire, but we want to get around her. We want to celebrate her. So please understand that we are not a government-run, bureaucratic body that's all about freaking rules and regulations. We're about celebrating, my friend. We are about showcasing success, and we are about, over time, changing societal norms to say, you know what? It's important to remember to live as well as work. And I think the pendulum swung so far where people are addicted to working and grinding. And even when they're not, they're so burnt out, they haven't got the energy to live. So they just zonk and numb on the couch with Netflix and Uber Eats and all that stuff, or distract with social media and socializing. Anyway, Jodie, stick to it. Who can win? You get the picture, right? Women of Australia, age doesn't matter, life, anyone, business owners. What do you win? Well, I should have got my beautiful award, but do you know what you win? You win the world's most beautiful and elegant award. There's the pink ones are the Life Awards. Let me just get mine. Hang on a sec. I'm coming. I had to get it for you. So this is a sample. In 2020, the very first time that we did them, I didn't win an award. I'm not eligible, but I got a fake one made up for me with my name on it, and I went for passion. But the black ones are the business awards, and there's pink ones that look just like this, and they're the 7 life awards. So that's the first thing you win. You also win the incredible feeling of just being recognized and celebrated in a room full of 220 people cheering you on. Once you win, we then showcase your success on our website. You have the accolades to then list yourself as a Freedom Award winner of 2023, 2024, whatever year it was, and a shout out in our community about what you're doing. So it's a very exciting and wonderful thing to be able to achieve. How to win? Well, here's the thing. It's a 3-step process. Step 1, nominate yourself or tap a friend on the shoulder and say, hey, I'd really love to be nominated for this award, but I feel a bit weird nominating myself. Can you nominate me? Once I've finished with all of this, in fact, no, let me do it now. The 7 Effect. I'll get the Freedom Awards nomination page, but if you go to our website, the7effect.com, and then you click into the menu, and under events, you'll find Freedom Awards, and we go to that, and basically there'll be a button where you can nominate. And I'm just grabbing that link, and I'm going to chuck it in the chat here for you all. So step 1 is go to the webpage and nominate yourself for an award, or get someone to nominate, or nominate a client that you would like to recognize who has achieved something extraordinary. Now, step 2 is once you've been nominated, you need to actually submit an application to win. We've kept the application process as simple as possible. In order for your application to make it through to the judging round, you do need to either pay $70 per award, but don't do that because that would be silly. Instead, pay $50 to submit as many applications as you want and become a member of the Startup Club. Now, if you haven't heard of the Startup Club, basically it's the best $50 you'll ever spend to get your business growing or started. As a member of the Startup Club, you don't just get free awards applications. You also get free masterclasses with me once a term. You get an online training course, which is profoundly insightful, that so many women have watched and go, oh my God, I wish I knew about this years ago. Where have you been all my life? And you get exclusive discounts and invitations to some of the social events that we host in our beautiful community. So once you've submitted your application, you will then be notified if you make it into the finalists. So there'll be 3 finalists for each category, and those finalists will be celebrated and promoted on all of our socials leading up to the awards throughout November. And then the winner will be announced on November the 24th at the Adelaide Hills Convention Centre at the Gala Dinner and Freedom Awards party. Do you have to be in the room to actually win an award? No, you don't. But should you 100% yes. The opportunity to actually get up on stage, receive your award, and share something with the community is an opportunity that's golden. The other thing is you'll get photos of you up there and even some video footage, and that's wonderful stuff to have in your own professional portfolio. So I highly recommend jumping on and getting yourself a ticket while you're on the page to nominate. There's only about 85 tickets left in total, and that means that there's 220 tickets available altogether. It's over 50% sold, and most of the tickets sell, which is so annoying as an event organizer, in the last 2 weeks. So I'm pretty sure that this year is going to be a sellout success. And whether you're a finalist or not, I promise you it's such a powerful and energizing and fun night. You just want to be there anyway. So that's how you win. But let me give you 3 top tips, because I think it's about how you submit your application that's going to get you across the line. Now, last year, for the very first time, let me just put my chair up so that's better. Last year, for the very first time, we had women from all over Australia entering, nominating, and becoming finalists for a Freedom Award. If you don't know our history, the Freedom Award started by accident when I hosted a Christmas party for the students of the Freedom Academy, and I gave them all a cardboard certificate. Not all of them, but I gave 7 of them a cardboard certificate related to different things that they'd achieved that year. It was so fun that the next year, in 2020, I decided to not do cheap-ass certificates, but make beautiful trophies like this, because I wanted the women to have something to remember. And again, it was just a private party that we held here with 50 women in the room from our internal community, and there was 7 awards up for grabs, just the business. What I realised was awards nights and publicly celebrating each other's success and cheering each other on is a very magical and powerful thing. So the guests of the women in the room who weren't part of the Freedom Academy came up to me after the awards night and said, "Jodie, that was amazing. How do I become one of those women and be part of this community?" And so as a result of the first time I ever hosted awards, not for the public, just for my clients, we filled up the Freedom Academy without even having to promote it. So the next year I decided, you know what, we're going to make this bigger. And we're going to take it down to the Stanford Grand, and we're going to aim to get 150 women in the room. So we're going to times it by 3. And it'll be open to women outside of the Freedom Academy. And we won't just celebrate the 7 elements of business, we'll celebrate the 7 elements of life as well. And so for the first time in 2021, we had the Life and the Business Awards. And that was a really fun night. And what I found then was, my goodness, the women that were coming up to me after that were all like, I need to be in the Freedom Academy. So once again, Freedom Academy filled out, no Facebook ads, no nothing. And so now we continue to host these awards and expand our reach. And last year, for the first time ever, we went national. But what I think is the most exciting thing about why we do these awards is now our students or other women in business have a platform where they can showcase the success of their clients. Because when you're starting out in business, and I'm going to tell you, it's bloody expensive to host awards parties. I don't recommend doing it straight out of the gates, or start small, have a little private backyard party and let it grow like ours has naturally. But start at other people's awards. Get your business name famous for women succeeding in any one of these elements. So I think I've already talked that, but I know some more people have just jumped on, so I thought I'd jump in and remind you of that. The number one thing you want to do with your application is show us your results. Now, you might think, oh, but I don't know how to make a fancy video, or I'm really crap at Canva and graphic design. It doesn't matter. As judges, we do not look at how pretty your application is. We look for the heart of it. Women last year won the Freedom Awards based on a Word document that they submitted where they told us an incredible story about their journey. And in that story, they specifically highlighted the tangible results that they had achieved within that awards category. So remember I gave before the example about a relationship counsellor. I see 500 couples a year, 480 of them avoid expensive divorce. So in the love element, I have a X percentage of keeping this many marriages healthy and alive. Let's say it's a home or environment award. Show us some before and after pictures, or describe to us the state of the environment before you did your incredible transformation, and then describe to us what you've achieved and what are the measurable and trackable changes. So when we're talking about results, I can tell you right now, numbers matter. We've had some people submit awards and they just say, I'm submitting for a brain award because I feel like I've got a really strong mindset and I meditate each day and I've been doing it for the last 30 years. And that's not an exact application, but we've got things like that. And it's like, okay, that's wonderful, but it's not going to make the cut. So if you're going to submit an application, put the time and energy in to do one that will make the cut. And to make the cut, number one, you need to show us your results. The other thing you want to do is, where is it? I've got to show us your results out the way. Share your personal story. So no one has your story. It is unique. It is incredible. The stories bring tears to our eyes. They excite us. They inspire us. As we're reading the applications, we feel these women going on these journeys, conquering their demons and achieving incredible things. And it's the most beautiful thing to be able to hear all of these stories. And so we as judges are not robots. Yes, we like the trackable and measurable results. That makes it easier for us to see, all right, you've got that bigger result if we get some, close. But the thing that really hooks us in is the story or the journey your application takes us on. Now, remember I said it before and I'll say it again. It can literally be a Word document that's written out. We do not judge it on the fact that, oh, you've made it really pretty, or wow, you've edited a video and it's so fancy and clever. That stuff's cool. We love that too. And yes, it does wow us. But if your results are really powerful and your story is, it connects with our emotions, then a simple Word document will absolutely take you through to being a finalist. Depending on the competition you're up against, obviously. I can't guarantee that you'll be a finalist, but you got to beat the others. This is just how to get to the top of the pile. And then the third thing is, I've got to put that one away so you can see the third thing. Inject your entry with heart. We want to award or give the awards to women who genuinely care about this movement. Last year, we had more nominations than we've ever had before, and we're trying to beat that this year. And we obviously had more applications than we'd ever had before. And some of the applications were very beautiful, and you could see that woman had been on the awards circuit. So she had a PDF and it had been entered to every award that's available in Australia for a woman in business. But did she care about the Freedom Awards? Was she invested in what we were doing? Maybe she had great results. Maybe her story was good, but the heart didn't come through, and so she might have just been pipped at the post. So the way to not be pipped at the post is clear, trackable results, a story that takes us on a journey of how you've achieved those results, but a genuine care factor about the greater movement of the Freedom Awards, which is really celebrating success and transforming the way we as society work and live. So I hope that's helped. Let me just check over to the chat. One person's just said they have to jump off. We've got lots of people viewing live, which is exciting. If you have any questions, jump in and let me know. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you some insider secrets. So we have the Business and Life Awards, as I talked about before. We get reports and I look at them daily now. So over 50% of that light's annoying me. Let me just move myself around. Over 50% of our applications come in the last week of the awards. We have 8 days left to nominate and I think another 10 or 12 days left to submit your application. Every year, 80% of the applications, the hundreds that come in, are 80% business and 20% life. Last night, I jumped in and saw a report and we were exactly 80-20. And it was like, oh, there it is again. So I did a bit of a rally around and I did some content on social media and a call to arms for the women of Australia to see if this year we can even that out, if we can close the gap. I'm excited to say in just one day or just one evening really, we went up 6%. So right now as it stands, it's 26%, 73%. We have 8 days left to close that gap. If we can do 6% a day, 6 times 8 is something like 48. The mathematician and the optimist in me says this year we could totally do it. So hot tip, if you haven't nominated for an award or you've got clients you want to get a good chance to be winning, dob them in for a life award, not just a business award. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing is let's look at the percentages of which awards are most nominated. Now, this chart has changed significantly since yesterday. Yesterday, the least nominated award was, in fact, the Body Award. So I let people know within our community, women who do incredible work, healers, coaches, helping other people transform their body. And boom, straight away, the Body Award is now the second most nominated award. So if you want to get a good chance of winning an award, follow on my journey over the next 8 days and I'll share with you the stats each day. But also jump in and apply for a money award if you've done really good stuff there, or a time award. I can tell you the 3 lowest awards that we usually have competition around are time, money, and body. Isn't that interesting? What does it tell us, women, about the way we do things? Usually the 2 most popular, love and passion. So true for women in business, isn't it? We're all about the love. We want to do things we're passionate about, sometimes at the expense of our body for not enough money, and it takes over our time. And then the business awards. Okay, ta-da! Always, always, always the most coveted business award is the Community Award. And sure enough, here it is. 35% of the nominations are for community. What I love about this is it says women in business are good at going on the journey together, leading movements, creating community. Always, always, always the 2 that get hardly any nominations and sometimes only 2 or 3 applications. So I think one year it literally was anyone that applied to win a structure or a systems award automatically became a finalist because that's the only nominations we got. Now, were they worthy? 100%. They were still great candidates, but they didn't have anyone competing with them. So if you've done incredible things around structuring your intellectual property or building systems that have set you free or helped you scale, get on it, nominate yourself. Or, as I said before, if you do this kind of work that helps other women achieve these kind of results in their business, you are absolutely crazy if you are not taking up the opportunity to nominate and celebrate their success through the services you deliver. There is no better marketing or PR than having someone stand on stage in a room full of people who are excited and cheering them on, and them saying, I want to thank this award. I want to say thank you for this award. I'm winning it because of the incredible work that I've done with my coach, supplier, provider, whatever. That's a pretty cool thing. All right, that's it for me. There are no questions in. Oh, hang on. Renee, hello. Loving this. Cannot wait to be at the awards night for the 3rd year in a row. Giddy up, girl. I am so excited that you're coming as well. And Renee, congratulations on your nominations. I think you actually have been nominated quite a few times. Funny thing, there's this word cloud that comes up and you can see the words that are coming up most common. And Renee, dear darling, is amongst the word cloud. So you are in with a running in terms of nominations. The other terms that are coming up a lot, Claudia Callisto, I don't know if you're watching this, but the good Italian girl, Claudia Callisto, the Goddess Code, Lisa Infante. There's quite a few businesses that have been nominated many, many times. So to all the nominees, I want to give you a massive shout out and say congratulations. We've made it to step 1. Step 2 is now submit those applications. Make it easy on yourself and focus on those 3 things: results, story, and heart. Trackable results. Give us the numbers. Share your personal story. Take us on a journey. And show us your heart. Let us know that you actually genuinely care about the Freedom Awards and you're not just a run and grab kind of gal going, I just want to take the kudos, but I don't give a crap about the movement or the community, because that's not cool. All right, you have a beautiful day, everyone. This is me signing off. You can catch the replay in YouTube, and I'm sure it'll stay here on whatever other platforms I've managed to live stream out to. And if you have any other questions, just flick us an email, hello@the7effect.com. Bye-bye.